Welcome back, everybody. Xxiou from Xxiou Games here once again, and today I'm going to explain everything I can about No Man's Sky Expedition Mode. I know we have a lot of new players coming into the game, and some of them are starting in Expedition Mode, which is a little bit different, as most people tend to start in normal mode until we got expeditions. Now, what are expeditions? Well, these expeditions, this is not always available. As you can see, we currently have one and it has 5 weeks left on it. It had 6 weeks total. Now, expeditions run anywhere from 2 to 6 weeks, or even could be a little more. But they're not always available. Expedition mode is a temporary mode, so think of it like seasonal. And once you play through the expedition, this is going to convert into a normal mode save. But that's not going to happen until this expedition is over. So what's different about expeditions and normal mode? Now, when you play expeditions, everyone starts on the same planet and you all start with a fresh save. So you don't use like your normal save to play an expedition. You have to start a brand new game to play an expedition. So what we call that is a save. So like a brand new game, if you start a new game, we call that a save. So, this would be your Expedition 8 save. One of the huge differences in expedition mode is the way you play the game. In expedition mode, you have these different phases, and each phase has different milestones you need to complete. So it's a lot more streamlined, and for each of these that you collect, you're going to get some really good rewards. And aside from that, there's also the final rewards for each phase that you can get. And now these final rewards that you claim in expedition mode, you can claim on any save that you make after this or that you have before this. So if you complete this expedition, you could go back to your old save and claim the reward, the Child of Helios companion egg, or any of the other rewards here, the decals, the cape, the flaming barrel, which is the best prize for this expedition as far as I'm concerned. Okay, so here we are on my completed Expedition 8 save. So as you can see here, I've completed all the stuff and claimed all the rewards, So what you can do at this point, if this is your only save and you started in expedition mode, is once you complete it, you can start on, you're going to get these secondary missions popping up. So like Dreams of the Deep. So you could start working on that mission, or a Planet in Distress. And eventually you're going to start getting the primary missions, which are like the main story content of No Man's Sky. So you're going to want to do those. But one of the benefits of running an expedition first is you will have so much more like inventory space and upgrades. By the time you get to that point, you'll be in a lot better position than you would be if you started in normal mode. Normal mode is going to take a good bit longer than if you start in expedition mode and then let it convert to a normal mode save and, go and do it that way. So expeditions, the rewards can be claimed anywhere. Once again, from this guy, you can just come to him on any save you have and collect expedition rewards. See, so I have all these I haven't even claimed on this save that I can claim now. And a lot of these are from past expeditions, like the quad egg and, the bio lantern. So really what I would say is if you're a returning player, maybe you missed some updates and stuff, but you know how to play No Man's Sky, you might want to start with an expedition because it's a quicker way to get back into the game, because you can finish an expedition even if you're pretty inexperienced, probably, in a number of hours. They're not that long. Especially this one was not very difficult for anyone who kind of knows how to play the game. If you're really new to the game, you might find it a little difficult, but I did make a walkthrough you can follow along with right there. So feel free to use that. But the expedition will put you in a better position once it turns into normal mode. Now, just so you know, if you're new, normal mode is where I'd say 85% of the player base plays mainly. You know, there's people who play survival mode and permadeath as well. I don't know how many of them play it exclusively, though. So normal mode is by far the most popular. And if you didn't know, in this game, modes are not like cross-play. Like, I can't, if I have something on my normal mode save, I can't give it to you if you're in survival mode or expedition mode. You have to be in the same game mode in order to share things like that. The only things that are claimable across different saves and different game modes are going to be those expedition rewards or the Twitch drops. If you don't know about the Twitch drops, link below, check that out. Basically, all you need to do is link your Twitch account with No Man's Sky, and when they have those events, you just watch Twitch streams of No Man's Sky and you will get free loot that you can collect from this guy, which comes in very handy in future expeditions, because if you get the Twitch drops, then when they come out with a new expedition, you already have all this stuff to claim. So you can get yourself a good ship right from the beginning, and you can scrap them for money, so you can get easy money that way. You can make your expeditions a lot easier if you have these Twitch drops. At this point of recording, there has been 8 expeditions released, with 8 currently going on. Now, last year, they reran all expeditions 1 through 4 in November for about, you had 2 weeks to complete each one. So for anyone who missed out on an expedition, that was your chance. You could get the rewards and stuff like that. I don't know if they're going to do that again this year. I would imagine they will, because I think it was really successful for them. But I don't know if they're going to do every expedition or just the ones we got this year, which would be like 5 through 8 or 9. So that's going to be interesting to find out. I mean, it could be possible, guys, that they don't do another expedition before the year end, and this is the last one, and then they re-release 1 through 8 so people can play through all 8 of them and get the rewards. That's why I do think they will do that again, guys. So if you're upset that you missed the golden vector or whatever, they may rerun it. And when they rerun expeditions, they're not always exactly the same. They sometimes change a little bit in it, which makes it difficult, because then I have to redo my guides. But they do sometimes change like a couple milestones when they, or at least they did last time when they did Expeditions Revisited. Guys, that's one of the big things with expeditions, is they hit you with many different aspects of the game. So you may do things that you never even knew were in the game. There you have it. I hope that explained everything you need to know about expedition mode, and that it is a temporary mode that converts usually to a normal save unless it states otherwise after a certain amount of time. But while you're in expedition mode, even if you finish the expedition, feel free to keep playing your game and going for upgrades and looking in the log and start knocking out some of these missions that it pops up for you. And more missions are going to pop up under primary, so you can make it your main game if you want. And you have a pretty good head start at No Man's Sky, because you'll be a lot more upgraded than you would if you start in normal mode, which is a heck of a lot slower. But up to you on how you want to start. And like I said, there's not always expeditions on. So there could be, some time where it's, a couple months with no expedition. So you may have to start in normal mode. And I have a walkthrough for that as well on this channel if you want to check that out, for starting in normal mode. But there you have it, guys. That's expedition mode in No Man's Sky. If you have any questions that I forgot, please leave a comment below. Or if you have any tips for players, leave a comment below. Let everybody know. Help people out. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Once again, my name is Xxiou. This channel is Xxiou Games, and I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye.